15 says find the values of the function. Remember I, simplify the answer. So it says h of -1. So what does that mean? Plug in -1. So you could use your calculator. Actually, there's kind of a trick on your calculator. Like you could put parentheses around that, around where the x's were, and plug that in. And then on the b part, it says h of 2i. So what could you do at that point? Well, you just go back to these, you know how to go back up into the thing you just typed in, right?
Yeah.
And then just replace this with 2i.
What?
So you don't have to type it over and over again.
Do these calculators have an I button?
No, that one doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So do we have to show work on this? Or can we plug it in?
No.
Hey.
But
Oh.
I don't know that your calculator can do C, and I definitely know it can't do D.
Brother.
You can try C. I'm not sure your calculator will do it or not. Okay, this is not that bad because -1 squared is just 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. -5 times -1 is +5. So it's 2 plus 5 plus 16. 23. 2i squared is 4i squared. And 4i squared, what's I squared turn into? -4. So -4 times 2 is -8. -5 times 2i is -10i. And plus 16. -8 plus 16 is 8.
I'm pretty sure it says 6. Not
Oh
6.
no. I've been doing that a lot lately. It's my dementia. You know. Alright, that changes that a little bit.
Hey, are we gonna be able to watch the chicken video this year?
If you're good boys and girls.
Oh,
So, no, probably not. Have you tried to see it? You bet you-
Yeah, it works.
It does work. It's kind of hard for me to predict when that calculator's going to do it or not. Oh gosh, it's a pain to do it without the calculator. Okay, so it'd be 2, 1 plus I squared minus 5 times 1 plus I plus 6. So this part right here is the main problem. That's a FOIL. 1 plus I times 1 plus I. This one is not hard. It just distributes the -5. Okay. This would be 1 plus I, so plus 2I, plus I squared, which is -1. And these two would cancel out, so it's just 2I times 2, which is 4I. The real numbers, most of you are doing this right, but the real numbers are supposed to come first. -5 plus 6 is 1. 4I minus 5I is -I. It is a pain without a white calculator, but that's not too bad for 1 point. Probably easier than number 2. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, on D, we're going to plug in 3A. It says H of 3A. So how are we going to do that? Nah, it's easy. It's easier than C.
Bro.
But any ideas?
I know.
Well, it's just gonna look like everything else I wrote. So it's A times, or sorry, 2 times 3A squared minus 5 times 3A plus 6. So what do we do first? Exponent. So 3A squared is 3 times 3 is 9. A times A is A squared. So 9A squared times 2, 18A squared.
Stop.
5 times 3 is 15. Is there anything else we can do on this? No.
Bro.
Easy.
Nah. For you.
What's the hard part?
Doing
All of it.
3A squared? Most of it took me longer to write down than it took to do it.
Stop. Don't look at me.
You're right.
Whoa.
Okay, 17. Yeah, this kind of hard. Your calculator could do A, B if you have the white, and C you have to do it on your own. So 17 x cubed minus 9x.
But D. But
Yeah, you have to do it on your own.
bro.
You can tell. Don't need to ask. Negative square root of 2. Negative square root of 2 over 3. Okay. So we gotta cube that. You guys know, so it's this times this times this times this times this. So what's square root of 2 times square root of 2? 2 times another square root of 2, 2 square root of 2. And then what's 3 times 3 times 3? 27. And then 9 times this. Oops. The 9 just cancels out with the 3. So it's negative 3 square root of 2. And those can go together because they're both square root of 2's. So I'm going to multiply this by 27, but so this becomes 27, this becomes 81. So it's negative 2 plus 81. Minus negative makes that a plus. So it's 83 square root of 2 over common denominator is 27. That was a bit beastly. Okay. I square root of 3. So it'll be I square root of 3 cubed minus 9 times I square root of 3. Alright, we cubed square root of 2 earlier. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3 square root of 3. You guys remember what I cubed was? Negative I. Because I squared is negative 1 times another I is negative 1I. So it's negative I. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3 times another square root of 3 is 3 square root of 3. I guess you could do that part on your calculator. So it's kind of confusing because the negative I kind of gets split up and the 3 square root of 3 kind of gets split up. But can I do anything on this part? Yeah, no, I can't really do that. Do these two go together? Are they like terms? Yes, they are. And the di goes in front of the square root, not after, even if your calculator says that. I forgot to zoom out. Or zoom in, I guess. Okay, C is x over 3. So x over 3 cubed minus 9 times x over 3. All right, let's pick on somebody. Eli, what do you think for this one? Hmm? So how would we cube that? Yep. So what's the top going to be? Yeah. X over 3 cubed just means this, right? So you just cube the top and cube the bottom. So it's x cubed over 27. What do we do on this one? No. Multiplying is different. So when you multiply by 9, you're multiplying by 9 over 1. So what's going to happen? Yeah, 9 and 3 reduce. If you divide them both by 3. So what's that going to become? Yeah. The denominator just becomes a 1. 1 times 1. So it's kind of disappears. Do these two go together? No, not really. You could put them in the same fraction, but these two don't subtract. So it wouldn't help very much.
Wait, I don't know how to do 16D.
16D, 2 over x. So you do 8 over 1 times 2 over x minus 4 times 2 over x squared is. Okay, it's not going to completely simplify, but there's nothing super weird about it. Okay, and then D is x minus 3. So x minus, oh goodness, x minus 3 cubed minus 9 times x minus 3. I'm just plugging x minus 3 into the problem. Okay, how could I do x minus 3 cubed? What does that mean, cube this? Yes. It's a FOIL followed by another x minus 3. You'd have to FOIL 2 of these and then multiply that by another x minus 3. This is just a distribute. So this will just be minus 9x plus 27. Okay, I'm going to FOIL this kind of quickly. First is x squared. Outside, inside is negative 3x, negative 3x. It's negative 6x. And then the last is negative 3 times negative 3. Okay, how do I do these two multiply together? It's like a double distribute. That's basically what a FOIL is, but there's more terms on this one than a normal FOIL. So multiply all of these by x. So x squared times x times x times x. And multiply them all by negative 3. And these two guys are still here, negative 9x plus 27. So I kind of lined it up in a way so that my like terms are stacked. So we got x cubed minus 9x squared plus 18x, and then the minus 27 plus 27 cancels out. Kind of beastly, isn't it? You guys like the challenge though, right?
No.
Maybe we should end on that one after that.
Yeah,
Let's do one more.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. It actually gets easy on 19 again, because can you guys tell the difference on 19?
The numbers you gave me are so simple.
The number's just like 2, 3, -2. But the difference is they want us to use synthetic to solve this. Okay, yesterday we talked about synthetic division. There's also something called synthetic substitution. So instead of plugging in it normally, you can use the synthetic method to solve. So do you guys remember what we did yesterday on synthetic division?
Like multiply that to
Took the coefficients, yeah. The coefficients on 19 are 4, -5, 7, -9. Okay, yesterday we divided by x plus 2 and we put -2 in the box over here. We're not dividing, we're just plugging stuff in, so you don't do the opposite in this case. We're supposed to plug in on A, I lost my place, 2. So you just put a 2 in the box. And basically you do the same steps as synthetic division. It's kind of practice for synthetic division. And whatever comes out here is like your answer. That's the same as plugging 2 in, like a normal x value. So you guys remember how this goes? Add down, multiply up. Since we're using synthetic and not the calculator, you need to show your work on this. 4 times 2 is 8. -5 plus 8 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 plus 6. 13 times 2. -9 plus 26. So it's 17. On division, that number is the remainder. But on substitution, it's the answer. So this kind of tells us what we get if we plug in 2. It also tells us what we get if we divide by x minus 2. 4x squared plus 3x plus 13 with a remainder of 17. But we're not really doing synthetic division quite yet. Alright. I'm gonna, since I have the smart board, I'm gonna cheat and I'll put a is 17. I'm gonna just erase. Sorry for your loss. And we're plugging in 3. I need to erase these 2. Alright, so add down, multiply up, add down, multiply up, add down, multiply up, add down. I don't know, well, okay. Then we're plugging in -2. All right, Hope, what do I do first?
bring it down.
Then,
And then you multiply by 2 too. And then you add.
add down.
And then you multiply by.
Say that so many times when we go through this stuff.
And then you.
This one is -75. Quick link. No más?
No,
No.
this is enough.
I haven't done D yet. D is -3. same process, not the same answer.
Right.
Okay, 4 times negative 3, negative 5 plus negative 12, times negative 3, plus, times negative 150, negative 174? I feel like I made a mistake here. It seems too big, too weird. But I didn't. I thought I was wrong once, but turns out I was right.
So we don't have to do 22.
420.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We can stop there. So let's go to 20.